bad news.
You stay close, Davy. There's nothing to be scared of.
Let me help you, Mr. Summers.
Thank you, Fred.
He's got the old brown box.
Howdy, Joe.
Hey, let's get on with it.
A little late today, folks. Here, you, the Wilkins boy. Come here and stir these names up. Stir them good and hard. Fred, you hold it steady for him. Better use both hands. How are you, folks?
Howdy, Joe.
Not so bad.
He took my rocks.
Almost ready, are you, Joe? Hope you haven't forgotten to left my name out.
No, you're down there, Belva. I've just been checking the list.
Oh, you got a long ways to go yet. A terrible responsibility. Everybody says so. Poor Joe Summers doing his duty. And with that nagging sister, too.
Well, if everybody says so, Belva, there must be something to it.
I must say, I enjoy myself. Watching an important man at work, Joe Summers, up there running things, devoting all his time and energy to civic activities. And how you love it.
You'd oblige me, Belva, by lowering your voice a little.
Why should I? No one asked you to come over here and speak to me.
We might give a thought to the neighbors.
The neighbors. If everyone wasn't so scared of their neighbor, maybe we give up some heathen customs that don't make sense anymore. Half the young folks growing up don't have the faintest notion what a lottery stands for.
Oh, what's the use of talking to you?
There's no telling these days where the wisdom stops and superstition begins.
The lottery's got to be taken serious. People get set a way of doing things, and you can't change it. It's human nature.
I don't like this town nor anybody in it, but you're the worst of them, Joe Summers. You drove him away. Our own brother, and you drove him away.
It was more your doing than mine. You're the one raising him up to be a weakling and a coward. You started him going out on the street and preaching against tradition.
You call that cowardly? It takes a brave man to say what he thinks, and when every hand is against him, too.
He left of his own accord. I didn't send him.
It takes real courage to fight prejudice on your own doorstep. It's you and the rest of them that are cowards.
Every day of my life I have to listen to your craziness. If you want to go out looking for him, I'll give you the money. Take the morning train. I'll even draw a loan in the lottery from now on. There, I could not be more than that, could I?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to sit right here and wait, because sooner or later your name might come up, and I wouldn't want to miss that day.
All right, Jack, that's good enough, I'm sure.
Glad to do it, Mr. Summers.
Think it's stirred enough, ladies?
Don't worry, Joe. We trust you.
Oh, Joe knows what he's doing, all right.
Hear those women hollering and cackling. They never would have stood for that in the old days.
Seen some changes, ain't you, Miss Warner?
Bad enough to see Joe Summers up there cracking jokes. Nobody shows respect for the ceremony. Just go through the motions nowadays.
How was it different, Mrs. Warner?
Oh, it was some different. Everybody had to stand just so. And before the drawing, the head man spoke a piece real solemn like. Had a regular recitation went with it.
Now, where in tarnation is my wife?
Bill Hutchison lost his better half.
Hey, Hazel, you seen her?
No, I ain't, Bill, and I've been looking, too.
Guess she ain't gonna make it.
Light for the lottery. Can you beat that?
I don't know what's got into the woman.
That brown box has seen a lot of service.
Yes, sir. That box was here afore I was born and afore my father was.
Just imagine.
Story goes it was made out of the pieces of the first box that ever was used.
Makes you think, don't it?
Goes way back to the days when they first settled down to make a village here.
Seems like we ought to build us a new one.
No, boy, don't say that. Not even joking.
No, Jack. We don't want to upset tradition more than we have to. As long as it holds together, we ain't gonna change it.
Yes.
Guess we better get started.
Now, folks, I'm just about ready to declare this lottery open. But you know how I always got this last minute fussing to do. I want to make sure the list is accurate, with all the heads of families and members of each household in each family.
You go right ahead, Mr. Summers.
Sure he's never made a mistake yet.
Why, Tessie, where you been?
Clean forgot what day it was. Thought Bill was out back stacking wood, but then I looked out the window and seen little Davy was gone. Then I remembered it was the 27th and come running.
You're just in time. Joe's still checking his list.
Seems like there's no time at all between lotteries anymore. Seems like we barely got through the last one.
Well, time sure does fly.
Where's Bill at? Oh, I see him. Excuse me, Hazel.
There's your Mrs. Bill.
Oh,
She's actually made it after all.
give Mama a kiss. That's my good boy.
So you finally got here, did you?
Thought we were going to have to get on without you, Tessie.
You wouldn't have me leave my dishes in the sink now, would you, Joe?
No, ma'am.
Now, you wait here, Davy. We'll talk to your mother. Now, whatever kept you?
I don't know. I just wasn't thinking, I guess.
That story might work with the other women, but I know better. You knew the lottery was today.
Well, don't matter now, so long as I'm here.
And what about Davy? Why'd you try to hide him?
hide him. I didn't hide him. What makes you say that?
I found him in the stable loft. He said that you told him to wait there.
But I was going to bring him. I was going to get him, Bill, honest.
What reason you have to do that?
Oh, Bill, he's such a little boy, and his birthday just last month. I hate to see children taking part in grown-up ructions where they've even put aside their toys.
I went through it when I was little.
I know, Bill. I guess I was born and brought up with it, same as yourself.
And what made you think you could get away with it? You know Davy's name's gotta be in there with ours, and you know how careful Joe Summers is. What? We'd have been a laughing stock in front of everybody.
But I told you I intended to bring him. You gotta believe me,
It's a
Bill.
bunch of sentimental tummy rot. You know, I always gave you credit for having more sense than the rest of the females. What's got into you lately?
I told you nothing.
And next you'll be saying we ought to give up lotteries altogether. Like Joe Summers' sister.
Well, not come to that yet. But some places have given them up. Lots of little places up to the north.
And no good will come of it either. You just wait and see.
Well, I don't say it will. No, I reckon the lottery serves its useful purpose. When a custom's been handed down generation to generation, there must be good in it.
You shouldn't be so cuss busy finding fault.
Ahem. Well now, Bill, guess we better get this started. Get this over with so we can all get back to work. Anybody in here?
Clyde Dunbar.
Clyde Dunbar, that's right. He's gone and broke his leg, hasn't he? Who's drawing for him?
Me, I guess.
Wife draws for husband? Ain't got a grown boy to do it for you, Hazel?
Tommy's not but 16 yet. Guess I got stepped in for the old man this year.
Right. Jack Wilkins, you drawing this year?
Yes, sir. I'm drawing for my mother and me. Good fellow, Jack. Glad to see your mother's got a man to do it.
Guess that's everyone. Old woman Warner make it?
Here.
Knew you would. All ready? Now I'll read off the names. Heads of families first. The men come up and take a paper out of the box. Keep the paper folded in your hand without looking at it until each of you has one. Everything clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Bessem?
Now, they do say that over in the North Village, they're talking to giving up the lottery.
Pack of crazy fools. Listening to the young folks, nothing's good enough for them. First thing you know, they'll want to go back to living in caves. Nobody work anymore. Live that way for a while.
That's right, Mrs. Warner.
Next thing you know, they'll all go back to eating stewed chickweed and acorns. There's always been a lottery.
Delacroix? Dunbar?
Guess that's you, Hazel.
There she goes.
Hutchison?
Now, what do you suppose they do with the box in between times?
Oh, it varies. Sometimes one place, sometimes another.
I heard it's been a whole winter in Mr. Gray's barn.
Another year, Clem Martin put it up on a shelf in the grocery, left it set there.
I recall that.
Martin? Summer?
Oh, I do wish they'd hurry.
Look, Ma, they're almost through.
Get ready to run and tell Pa.
Warner? Howdy, Mrs. Warner.
Got mine. 77th year I've been in the lottery.
Watson? Wilkins?
Don't be nervous, Jack.
Hi, Myrtle.
Hi there, Joe.
Take your time, son.
Thanks, Mr. Summers.
Now that's all. All right, folks.
Who's got it? Is it the Watson? It's Hutchinson. It's Bill.
Run and tell Pa. Joe Summers, you didn't give him time enough to take any paper he wanted. I saw you. It wasn't fair.
Be a good sport, Tessie.
We all took the same chance.
You hush up, Tess.
Well, everyone, that was done pretty fast, and now we got to be hurrying along a little bit more to get done in time. Bill, you draw for the Hutchison family. Got any other households in the Hutchisons?
There's John and Eva. Make them take their chance.
Daughters draw with their husband's family. You know that as well as anybody, Tessie.
But it wasn't fair.
Well, I guess it's just the three of us, Joe. Eva draws with her husband's family. It's only as it should be.
And as far as drawing for families is concerned, that's you, Bill. And as far as drawing for households is concerned, that's you too, right?
Right.
How many kids, Bill?
Just one. Little Davy here. Bill Jr., he died when he was a baby.
All right, then. Jack, you got some blank tickets back? Put them in the box. Take Bill's and put his in too.
I think we ought to start over. I tell you, it wasn't done fair. You didn't give him time enough to choose. Everybody saw that. Listen, everybody.
Ready, Bill? Remember, take a paper out of the box and keep it folded in your hand until each of you has one. Jack, you help little Davy. Take a paper out of the box, Davy. Take just one paper. Jack, you hold it for him. Tessie next. Bill?
I hope it isn't little Dave.
It's not the way it used to be. People ain't the same way they used to be.
All right, open the papers. Jack, you open little Davy's. Tessie next. It's Tessie. Show us her paper, Bill. All right, folks. Let's finish quickly.
Come on, Hazel. Come on, Miss Besson.
I can't move as fast as I used to.
It wasn't fair. It wasn't done right.
Be quiet, Tess. You gotta do this. Come on.
It isn't fair.
Come on,
It
everyone.
isn't right.
Get on!